Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm Twisted Games and welcome back to my playthrough of Elimination, part 17. In the last episode we had Downtown as our confirmed suspect and she's no longer here with us. And we actually finished chapter 2 as well. So, I know it's spoilers, but if you enjoy this video, give it a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Now, this is the beginning of chapter 3, so let's go ahead and see what Quartering Duke says. What's up, humankind? Today's episode is a special one. Love me, hate me, or hate to love me. It's your boy QD. Here's a random question. What does friend mean to you? They're nice, right? Hanging out, eating snacks, chatting, sometimes fighting. One realizes One realizes what blessings such carefree days are at some point. Hey, not sweet child, now's the time. Late to the party, my condolences, so was I. My fashionista friend was like that too. She and her friend. They were total BFFs. Oh, and how she loved her. It made her so hateable. They were so close. They spoke on the phone every night. They were the best around. Or is that a reference outdated? Sorry, I heard online once. Okay. Anyway, back to our original topic. Little Miss Fashionista thought she knew everything about M, but one day learned something she never knew before. And why was that, do you suppose? It's time for everyone's favorite segment, the Quartering Duke Quiz. Okay. Because you killed her, because you killed her, because you killed her. Wow. I wonder if I can pick the wrong answer. I'm going number 1. Drumroll please. The answer is... because M spilled her guts, you see, literally. Even with the bestie, it's not every day you get to learn what color someone's insides are. Fashionista and M BFFs are forever. That was kind of weird. That was a really weird segment. I don't know how much time has passed since we entered this hidden passage. We're still moving in gloom, unsure of what's ahead. At first, everyone was too nervous to speak. Now, however, I can hear voices piping up. Look, how much longer is this stupid thing anyhow? Out of my way, I'm gonna sprint to the end. Wait, there can be more traps, Rowdy. Listen to him, Rowdy. We're all feeling a bit impatient, so let's take it easy, shall we? This pisses me off. Say posh. Do all rich folks' houses got big old tunnels like this?
われましても、私の家はここまで大きくは。
Well, the thing is, my house is not nearly so large as this.
あんたんち名家だってのに小さいのか？
It's so smaller, even though you're all rich and famous.
冗談ですわ。こんな通路の一つや二つ、上流階級の屋敷では当然でしたよ。
I just, of course, any upper class estate would obviously have one or two of these on the premises.
この通路は下へ下へと下ってるね。こんな地下深く穴を掘ってまで何を隠したいのかな？
This just keeps going and going. What could someone be trying to hide, digging a hole this deep? Everyone may be chatting, but things feel just as tense as before. It's no different from when Holmes died. They all must be making small talk on purpose to redirect their thoughts. They're as gritty as ever. I bet they experienced tight spots like this several times over, especially compared to me. As I walk silently, downtown's dying face keeps reappearing in my mind. We only spent a little time together, yet she taught me so much about being a detective. Unlike the others, it's still difficult for me to switch my mood at will.
うるさい。
Wish they shut up. Bookworm mutters beside me, her face bitter, her hands clenched and trembling this entire time. Her adoptive father had died no more than a few hours ago, so it's no surprise that she can't turn off her feelings
騒
either.
がしくてごめんね、文学さん。きっとみんなも気持ちを切り替えようと必死なんだよ。
Sorry they're so loud, Bookworm. I'm sure they're all trying to lighten the mood.
あなたは平気なのですか？先ほどからうじうじしてばかりのくせに。と、少女は皮肉っぽく問いかけた。
Are you sure you're alright with it? You've been moping around this entire time, the girl replied sarcastically.
そうだね。うん。正直に言うと、まだ全然切り替えられないんだ。
Haha, touche. Honestly, I'm still dealing with it all.
親しく話していた人が犯人だなんて、初めての経験だから。
It's the first time someone I felt close to turned out to be a criminal.
ごめんね。文学さんの前でこんな話、最低だったよ。
I'm sorry. I can't believe I said that in front of you, you of all people.
その辛さはわかります。私にも経験がありますから。と、少女は同情的な言葉を返した。
I understand how hard it is because I've been through it too, the girl said sympathetically.
私の家族を死に追いやったのは、私に読書の楽しさを教えてくれた先生だったんです。
The one responsible for my mother and father's deaths was a teacher who taught me to love reading.
過去に、そんなことが。
That happened to you? That teacher must have been the one behind that incident caused by a remnant of that religious movement like Renegade Detective mentioned. Having your family killed by your beloved teacher, my heart aches at the thought of it.
殺人を犯す人は決して利害の存在なんかじゃない。
It is,
みんな 私たちと同じ人間。
it is possible to understand those people who commit murder. They're human like us.
渋谷探偵にも彼女が強行に至った理由があったはず。それを解き明かすことこそ私たち探偵の仕事です。
Ato must have also had a reason for committing violent crimes, something that is exactly what our job is as detectives.
それって、もしかして魔界さんの言葉？
Sounds like something Mystic would have told you.
Uh.
Bookworm says nothing, only nodding once in reply. Everything always has a logic behind it. Even seemingly unrealistic events occur for a reason. Mystic taught me something absolutely priceless.
渋谷さんは僕らを騙し続けていたけど、彼女から聞いた言葉の全てが嘘だったなんて思えない。
Downton may have been deceiving us from minute one, but I refuse to believe that everything she said was a
文
lie.
学さん、約束するよ。渋谷さんが八つ崎港に組みした理由は必ず解き明かしてみせる。
I'll make you a promise, Bookworm. I promise to find out why Downtown joined the Quartering
魔
Duke.
界さんのためにも、渋谷さんのためにもね。
For Mystic and for Downtown.
序列最下位のくせによく言いますね。まあ、期待せずに待っています。と、少女は皮肉っぽく笑っていった。
Old words for the lowest ranked detective. I won't keep my hopes up, said the girl with a sardonic smile. Pokora snickered. She may be mocking me, but it's still a relief to see. I gotta take any amount of verbal abuse and derision if it helps soften the pain of losing Mystic.
みんな、通路の終わりが見えてきたよ。
Everyone, I can see the end of the
何
passage.
が待ち受けているかわからないから、慎重に進もう。
We don't know what lies ahead for us. Let's proceed with caution. Warhawk warns us from the front of the group. When I look forward, I notice that it's slightly brighter up ahead. This long passageway does end after all. I feel Bookworm's hand clench in mine.
行こう。文学さん。
Let's go, Bookworm. Stay by her side as we walk toward the light. And then... Oh... Very interesting area. A familiar dungeon stretches before us. You know why it's familiar to stretches? Because this was in Wato's dream. Very interesting to lead to this.
この場所って。
This place is. A feverish sensation arises in the back of my head, and I feel as though I'm about to keel over from dizziness. I'm supposed to kneel over from dizziness. Pushing past it, I slowly take my environs. A strong sense of deja vu is sinking into me. The cold, bleak space is choked with dust and metallic odor. First the echo off the concrete lit by flickering gray lights above. There's no mistaking it. This lifeless place is the same one I've seen countless times in my dreams.
気づいたみたいだね。
See if you notice it as well. She's crying. Holmes appears next to me, scanning the room with a stern expression.
ここは10年前に私たちが監禁されていた部屋だ。
This is where we were locked up 10 years ago.
謎の多い10年前の児童誘拐事件を調査する目的で、探偵同盟はこの場所に本部を設けたんだよ。
The Detective Alliance placed its HQ here to investigate the child abduction case that was so steeped in mystery a decade prior. There are so many questions I want to ask Combs, but all the detectives are close by. I'll have to wait until later so I don't look suspicious. At least I'm the only one who's surprised.
何なんですの？この牢屋だらけの部屋は。
Gracious me, is this a cell
地下に
block?
このような牢獄を隠しているだなんて、まるで犯罪組織じゃありませんの。
Concealing a person underground? Why, this could only be the work of a criminal organization.
つまり探偵同盟は犯罪組織だったってことかな。こいつは驚きだね。
A criminal organization, hey? So what's with that Detective Alliance all along? What a twist!
芸道さん、その冗談はさすがに笑えませんわよ。探偵同盟が犯罪に加担するなどありえませんわ。
Was that little quip intended to elicit a laugh, Renegade? The Detective Alliance most certainly does not engage in illicit acts.
おーっと、ごめん。次は笑えるジョークを口にできるように努めるよ。期待していてくれ。
Oh, sorry about that. I promise my next one will have you in stitches. Look forward to it.
皮肉をまともに受け止めるんじゃありませんわ。
That was a rebuke, not a critique, you lout.
下道ちゃんの冗談はさておき、謎が多い場所なことは間違いないわよね。
Renegade's joking aside, this place brings up a hearty helping of questions.
なんだかここすごく嫌な気配がするよ。みんな気をつけてね。
I don't know what, but I'm sensing something really bad here. Watch your step, everyone.
飛躍君の言う通りだ。まずは冷静に全員で調査を進めていこう。
Nova's right of it. Let's keep calm and continue exploring the area.
僕らが歩いていた方角距離から通路は研究棟につながっていると考えていたけれど違った。この地下施設は明らかに誰かを監禁することが目的の場所だ。まさか探偵同盟は犯罪者を監禁する自警団的。
Based on our trajectory, I thought this would lead to Snarks, but no, there's clearly a jail. Surely the DA didn't get criminals here extra legally.
働きもしていたのか。そう考えると例の黒い機械が配備されていることも納得できる。しかしなぜそのようなことを。探偵が犯人を拘束する必要なんて皆無だ。まずは監禁されていた対象を。
Are they made to work here? That explains the black machines, but why? There's no need for a detective to detain a culprit and to start the...
科学の坊ちゃん、また自分の世界に入っちまってるぞ。ちゃんと社畜のおっさんの話を聞こうな。
Techie, bud, you're in your own head again. Remember what old workaholic said you hear?
ごめんなさい。
What? Oh, sorry.
文学さん、知っとる うしたの？
Pilgrim, you're staring at the cells. What's up?
来て。
Come here. Pilgrim pulls me by my sleeve over to one of the countless cells in the room.
ベッドがあるし、鍵もかけられます。休息に最適な場所ではないですかと、少女はグッドアイデアを伝えた。
These doors can be locked, and there are beds as well. Would this not be a perfect place to rest? Asked the girl, offering a sound idea. Now that she's pointed it out, I can see a rather unconventional bed suspended by chains to the wall. There's an alcove where the frame would normally fold up to when not used. Also, before continuing on, Armor, before we left down this go in this area, Armor said he had to do something before he joined us. He wasn't very specific. So as of right now, he's still in the mansion. I wonder what his plan is. He didn't say though. He's gonna fight the black machine outside? It is not known at this point in time. Find a simple mattress that should suffice for the purposes of rest. Bookworm looks utterly exhausted. Not only is she the youngest one here, but somebody dear to her was killed today. She may not have noticed yet, but I'm certain she's nearing the brink of exhaustion.
社畜さん、みんな疲れていると思いますし、今日はもう休みませんか？
Hey, workaholic, how about we stop for today? Everyone's probably tired by now, right?
親の鍵を見つけて、各自で内側から施錠すれば、安心して休むことができると思います。
If we find the keys, we'll lock ourselves into sleep and sleep safely tonight.
それはいい案だね。じゃあ早速動ける人で鍵を探してみようか。
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. Perhaps we could ask everyone who still has the energy to search for the keys.
安心しな。さっきそこの棚が妙に匂ったんで調べてみたらよ。鍵の束を見つけたぜ。
Don't you worry about it. One of the shelves back there smelled funny, so I took a look-see and found the key ring.
さすがはヤマトさん。本当にすごい嗅覚だね。
Nice work, Rowdy. Your sense of smell really is amazing.
みんな私以上に活躍してばかり。年長者として立つ瀬がないな。
Haha, since everyone's putting in much more effort than I am, and I'm supposed to be the workaholic here, you make me look bad.
皆さん、牢屋で一泊することには何の抵抗もありませんのね。
Well, if no one objects to spending a night in a cell, then I suppose I can deign to accept it.
非日常的なことが続きすぎてて、感覚が麻痺してるんだよ。きっと。
We've been through a constant stream of unusual happenings lately. My senses are probably starting to grow numb. We checked the cells just in case, ensuring there are no more traps here like in the manor. There's no furniture apart from beds, and since all the cells have the same layout, we finished fast. Nothing but rows and rows of bars like any jail.
どの牢屋に入るかみんなの希望がまとまったから図に起こしてみたよ。
Everyone picked out their cells, so sketch up a little diagram for us. I love diagrams. Yes, let's go.
この図、社畜さんが書いたんですか？すごくお上手ですね。
So, based on the drawing, on the left-hand side, we have Posh, Bookworm, Rowdy, and Gourmet. Top right would be Armor, Renegade, Doleful? And then maybe myself? I can't tell, but other side of that is Techie, and that should be a workaholic. Yeah, so I'm under Doleful. Across from Gourmet.
会社で上司から仕掛け絵本の企画を命じられたことがあってね。その時に練習したんだ。
Hahaha. I got a bit of practice in back when my supervisor at the office told me to make some drafts for a pop-up
企
book.
画はポシャったけど、娘が喜ぶような絵を描けるようになったから、結果オーライだよね。
Oh, he has a daughter? Aw. Plans fell through, but now I can draw pictures and make my daughter smile, so it all worked out in the end.
事情が生々しいな。
What a vivid story. But it's very easy to tell in the diagram where each detective is resting. A wide central passage sandwiched between a row of cells on either side. Consider the room's entrance to be south and the men on the east side and the women on the west, out of consideration to the latter. Okay, that makes sense. Other than that, detectives seem to be randomly distributed. One detail stands out to me.
文学さん、一人部屋でも大丈夫？
Would it be okay in your own bookworm?
はい。
Come again?
もしよかったら、今日は文学さんの部屋の入り口の近くにマットレスを敷いて、僕も同じ部屋で寝るよ。
If you like, I can place my mattress by the door and sleep in the same cell as you
そ
tonight.
うすれば、侵入しようとする人がいても気づけると思うし。
That way we'll know if anyone tries to sneak in.
いきなり何を言い出しますのあなた。
Well, I never. What the devil has gotten into you? Huh? Uh-oh. Yes, you did. Thank you, incompetent. I feel a burn from every eye in the room boring into me. Did I say something wrong?
気持ちはわかるけど、文学ちゃんもレディーなんだから、同じ部屋で寝るとか言っちゃダメよ。
I'm sure you meant well, but Bookworm is a lady. You can't offer to sleep in the same room as her.
仲間同士なのに、ど
Huh?
うしてそんな。
Huh? But we're on the same team. Why?
この変態ロリコン野郎と言って少女は黄金の右足を犯罪者予備軍のすねに叩き込んだ。
You try to chase and deviant to the girl playing a good firm kick on a wannabe criminal's shin with her right foot? Ow! What did I do wrong? I was just worried why she's so mad.
これはワト君が悪いな。こってり絞られるといい。
That's one's on you, Watto. You deserve a good scolding.
どうして？
But why? The only response I received to my question is Holmes' beaming smile.
どうしてモノオの兄さんは責められてんだ？この寒さの中で床で寝るのは確かに危険だけどよ。仲間思いで結構なことじゃねえか。
Why ranking my bro incompetent over the coals? Sure, it's risky sleeping on these cold floors, but what's the big deal about them being chumming?
ヤマトさんにはそのままでいてほしいかな。
I hope you never change, Rowdy. I enter my room and give it a once over. Cobwebs cover the ceiling, making me uneasy about walking around without crouching, but the walls and bars are sturdy, so no one should be able to force their way in. At least be able to sleep in peace. That leaves only one thing to worry about.
本当に文学君の元へ行くのか？また怒られるのがオチだぞ。
You're really thinking on checking on Bookworm again? It'll only make the girl more upset.
彼女はきっと無理をしています。仲間として放っておけませんよ。
She's doing her best to keep a brave face on. I can't ignore her friend struggling like that.
今夜は君が気にしていたこの地下牢と探偵同盟の関係性を語ろうと思っていたんだが、文学君を優先するのか？
I was planning to share the connection between the DA and this dungeon since you seem so interested. Is Bookworm a high priority?
その話はまた別の機会にお願いします。
いえ
中井さんには多くのことを教わりましたから。
You can tell me about some other time. I won't miss it for all that he's
こ
taught
んな
me.
僕でも文学さんの力になれるなら最善を尽くしたいんです。
So while I don't have much to offer, I still want to do all I can for its adopted daughter.
まったく他人のことになると石みたいに堅くなだな、君は。
Why don't you bother? When it comes to being altruistic, you're more stubborn than a
で
mule.
は対話の時間はまた明日にでもゆっくり取るとしよう。君の好きに行動してみるといい。
Very well, we'll table the discussion until tomorrow. Go on, do as you see fit.
はい。わがままを言ってごめんなさい。
Thanks, Harry, for being so difficult. I want to sell from inside head out. A faint metallic noise echoes through the dungeon, giving me a start.
あれ？照明がつかない。モーションセンサーでつくって聞いたんだけど。
Huh? The lights aren't turning on, but I thought they were motion activated. As soon as the dungeon has a motion sensor, normally coming into the hall should trigger the lights. When Duffel first entered, they flick on as soon as they stepped foot in the room.
夜間はモーションセンサーがオフになり、照明がつかないようプログラミングされているのだろう。
The motion sensor deactivates at night, and the lights are programmed to not
一
turn
度
on.
ついた電灯は時間経過で消えるし、センサーのオフが消灯時刻として機能しているわけだな。
Once active, the lights go off after a set amount of time. When the sensor shuts down, it acts as the lights out call for the dungeon.
なんだか暗闇に乗じて忍び寄るみたいで嫌ですね。
I don't like this. It feels like I'm sneaking around in the dark.
今さら気づいたのか？君は傍から見れば幼い少女に呼ばいをかける変質者だよ。
You only just noticed. Anyone else would think you're a pervert creeping toward a young woman's bedroom. Ugh. I realize how shady I must appear. So I can't let this go. I'm just going to check and make sure that Bookworm is sleeping all right. Made my mind. I start heading toward herself, but then
女性陣の眠る牢屋に何の用かな？
workaholic or renegade. What does he have on the lady side of the dungeon? Huh? It's workaholic. Turn around to see workaholic right behind me. How did he get there? I failed to notice him at all, and the darkness hadn't helped.
確かに私は影が薄いけど、そこまで驚かれるとへこむな。
I don't want to leave much of an impression, but is seeing me really so frightening? Honestly, it stings a little.
ごめんなさい。僕、やっぱりどうしても文学さんが心配で。
So sorry, I just couldn't stop worrying about Bookworm is all.
そうだと思ったよ。私も同じだ。
I thought as much. Same goes for
そ
me.
れに、私たちだけじゃないみたいだよ。
And same aren't the only ones either. Huh?
野郎の声がすると思ったらあんたたちかよ。
Thought I heard someone in need of a beatdown. I guess it's just the two of you.
考えていたことは同じみたいね。一緒に文学ちゃんの顔を見に行きましょう。
Looks like we all had the same idea. Shall we go check on Bookworm together? We join Roddy and Gourmet and make our way over to Bookworm's cell as a group.
どうして大人数で私の部屋にと少女は思いもしない客人たちに驚きつつ尋ねた。
Why are you all here? A girl asked, surprised by the crowd of unexpected visitors. Bookworm is wide awake. The moment she noticed us approaching, she moved forward and posed her question.
あ、美食さんが非常用のお菓子を持ってるっていうから、文学さんも食べるかなって。
Gourmet says she brought snacks in case of emergency, and well, we thought you might like some, yeah?
嘘が下手すぎです。それでも探偵ですか？
Oh god, she just roasts.
少女は軽蔑の目を無能探偵に
Rose's like character's great. She roasts everyone, which is great in general. But these guys are abysmal, and you call yourself a detective. The girl snaps, glaring scornfully at incompetent detective. I'm disappointed in my weak excuse, but Bookworm merely sighs deeply before retrieving the key to herself from her pocket.
扉の前で騒がれると寝ている方々の迷惑です。ひとまず中へ入ってくださいと語り、少女はしぶしぶ開錠してあげた。
Causing a ruckus outside would disrupt everyone trying to sleep. Come inside for now, said the girl, reluctantly unlocking the door.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
次に大声を出したら帰ってもらいますと少女は警告した。
Speak too loudly and you're out of here, warned the girl.
はい。
Got it. After she let us in, we all sit in a circle on the floor of Bookworm's cell. The cold concrete floor makes me shiver. Sitting here is one thing, but sleeping like this would be another. Now I understand why the bed was suspended from the walls.
文学ちゃん、好きなお菓子はあるかしら？私、趣味がツーリングだから全国のご当地お菓子を持ち歩いているのよ。
You understand here in particular you prefer Bookworm? I love road trips, so I have the local favorite from all across the country.
ツーリングとお菓子に関係性はないのではと少女は素朴な疑問を口にした。
Are road trips and snacking truly all that relevant to one another? Asked the girl, guilelessly voicing her doubt.
もう何を言ってるの？ツーリングといえばサービスエリアでの食事とお土産の物色でしょ？
Oh now, what are you talking about? Road trips are about eating and taking home souvenirs from pit stops, right?
きっと多くのツーリング好きの主目的はそこではないと思いますよ。
I don't think that's why most people take road trips.
あんこサンドをもらってもいいかな。実は大好物なんだ。
So I have a jelly donut. They're one of my favorites.
社畜のおっさん。なんつうかあんた、お菓子の趣味まで地味なんだな。
Cheese pops. Even your taste of snacks is boring. Jesus Christ. Roast him.
もう諦めてるよ。私はどうあがいても地味な男だからね。
I give up. Seems doing to me average Joe no matter what I do.
キャラ付けのために魔界探偵の愛用していた聖剣をあげましょうかと 少女は最高の打開策を提案した。
For your typecast, I can lend you the Holy Blade Mystic Detective held so dear, said the girl, offering an excellent solution.
いや、それはちょっと。
I'm not too sure I follow.
政権と会社員はどうあがいても噛み合わなそう。
How's that do Holy Blades and office workers go together?
ですが近年は会社員がトラックにひかれて勇者になる筋書きの小説も多々ありますよ。と少女は自らの案を補足する。
There are a plethora of stories about such people getting hit by cars waking up as heroes, said the girl, explaining herself.
それ異世界転生ものだよね。政権を持つ前に転生しないといけないやつ。
That's because they get reincarnated in a new world, right? I think that part has to happen before they get any sacred weaponry.
あなたすぐに突っ込みますね。突っ込み探偵に解明したらどうですか？
God, this chick.
少女は突っ込みに突っ込みを返した。
Always your snappy comebacks. Perhaps we should rename you Retort Detective, counters the girl with a volley of verbal riposts. Bursts out laughing at Bookworm. Detective wrestles barbs. Feels like Bookworm's been speaking more. Maybe she's starting to relax. I'll be happy if this visit helps her, even if only a bit. As we gourmet assortment snacks and continue chatting, I begin to hear lively voices drifting in from afar. It's Armor and Techie. Oh, there's Armor. Hey, we found Armor. He hasn't seen either of them for some time. What's more, Armor's carrying a bag bulging with food. Aww.
武装さん、その食料どうしたの？
Where'd you find that Armor?
毒ガスが満ちる前に食堂から持ち出してきたのである。
I fetched it off from the dining room before the poison gas will fill the chamber.
我の鎧は多少の毒ではびくともしない。我だけが果たし得る任務だったのだ。
No starvation for us. Says paltry toxins are no match for mine armor. There's a quest none, but I could undergo.
鎧は平気でもあなた自身は平気じゃないでしょう。まだガスが蔓延していなかったから助かっただけで、ガスを吸っていたら普通に死んでいましたよ。
The armor may have been safe, but you weren't. You only got away because the gas hadn't fully spread. If you inhaled it, you would have
念
died.
のためピカピカくんで除染した後、奥のシャワー室で鎧を洗ったから平気だと思いますけど、もう絶対にしないでください。
Just in case, I'll wash your suit in the shower after sanitizing you with squeaky cleaning. You should be fine now, but don't do that
武
again.
装さんのせいでもう除染用の薬品がすっからかんです。次は助けてあげられませんからね。
That's not good. Thanks to you, I'm all out of decontaminant now. If someone ends up getting poisoned again, I won't be able to save them anymore.
すまなかったのである。
My apologies. Armor is clearly dismayed by Teki's unusual display of anger. I'm grateful to Armor, but his actions really are far too unsafe. Very dangerous it is. Acting alone increases the risk of being ambushed. But still, no matter how wretched Armor may be, his particular bout of recklessness doesn't quite make sense.
食料が大事なのはわかるけど、どうして単独行動をしてまで取りに行ったの？
I know this was important, but why did you make the executive decision to go and get it?
どうしてもこれだけは持ち出さなければならないと思ったのだ。
Wherefore, you ask? Why? Because I felt myself compelled to retrieve this. Armor takes a plastic container with sandwiches neatly packed and said, "Aw, that's what Mystic made." Burn gas almost immediately.
それは
Those
お
are
父さんの。
those are fathers.
その通りである。魔界殿が作ってくれたブリティッシュサンドの余りだ。このサンドだけでも残ってはいまいかと、改めて冷蔵庫を見に行ったのである。
Verily, they are what remained of the sandwiches her Mystic crafted. I was loath to abandon them, and so I searched through the refrigerator anew. Earlier, the chaotic mess of food scattered about distracted us from thoroughly scouring the fridge. The sandwich must have been hidden in the back.
食料なら昼にほとんどぐちゃぐちゃにされていたのを一緒に確認したよね。どうして今更冷蔵庫のチェックを？
Well, you saw how almost all of it was destroyed in the afternoon, right? What made you decide to go through the fridge again now?
冷蔵庫を荒らしたのは渋谷殿であろう。
Lady Downtown was responsible for throwing the refrigerator into disarray, was she not?
彼女ならいくらトリックに必要だとはいえ、魔界殿が最後に作った料理を足毛にできるとは思えなかったのである。
No matter what trickery she concocted, I was uncertain that she would ever lay a hand on the last thing Sir Mystic ever made. Uncertain? Is that really a word? I think he's supposed to be certain or uncertain. But that's he had to use his brain for once. Yay, Armor uses his brain. Yay. Yay, good job, Armor.
そっか。それは、そうだね。
I see, you might be right about that.
そっか。それは、そうだね。
くんくん。毒の香りはなし。渋谷ちゃんは本当にそのサンドイッチには何の手出しもしなかったのね。
No poison detected. Downtown didn't do a thing to spoil these British sandwiches.
あれだけ荒らされたのに不思議だわ。タッパーに詰められていたおかげかしら。
And that's despite trashing the rest of it thoroughly, perhaps because they were inside a plastic container.
違うと思います。
No, I don't think that's it. The words slip out of my mouth.
このサンドは、魔界さんの最後の手料理だから。文学さんに残してあげたかったんじゃないでしょうか。
This is the last meal Mystic ever made. Downtown probably wanted Bookworm to have it.
優しい想像ね。その魔界ちゃん当人を殺した殺人鬼にそんな思いやりができるのかしら。
That's a rather kind thing to say about the person you murdered, Mystic. What makes you think that's the case?
姉さん、俺も無能の兄さんに同意だぜ。渋谷の野郎はきっとこの手料理にだけは手を出せなかったんだよ。
Actually, Gourmet, I would my men incompetent on this one. That's good for nothing. Downtown made a point of leaving these Sammys alone.
殺人鬼だって人間だ。どこかしら心が壊れていても鬼畜にまでは成り下がれねえんだろうぜ。
And of course they're human. Doesn't matter how messed in the head they are. They ain't never full on diabolical monsters.
渋谷さんは幼なじみを八つ崎港に殺されている。そんな彼女がなぜ八つ崎港に加担したのか理由が見えないね。
Dana lost a close friend to the quartering duke. I can't fathom why she would throw in with him after that.
渋谷さんの強行の裏には、その親友の死が関わっていると思うんです。彼女が八つ崎港に浸水していたなんて、どうしても思えません。
I think her friend's death is why she became a murderer, but I also have a hard time believing she would be so devoted to the quartering duke. Daphne gave us a hint about the quartering duke cases right before she died. Her face in those 5 months looked so incredibly sad. There's no way to know what she was thinking then. Still, I want to believe that she was rooting for us to beat him in the end.
恨んでいるはずの八つ崎港にどうして手を貸したのか。その理由を紐解くことが、八つ崎港事件を解決する糸口になると信じています。
Why should she help a serial killer she should have hated? That question is the first step to solving the mystery behind the quartering duke.
なあ、私も同感だよ。この事件の裏に渦巻く妄執の種を暴かない限り、八つ崎港事件を解決することは難しいだろう。
Yes, I agree. Unless we recover the root of the delusions growing around this incident, we won't get any closer to solving the mystery of the Duke.
このまま奴の好きにはさせない。何をしてでも止めてみせる。
I won't let the Duke have free reign. No matter what it takes, I'll stop him.
そのサンドイッチを含めて食料に毒が付着していないのは確認済みですよ。せっかくですし、皆さんで食べませんか？
I finished my sweep. None of the food has been poisoned, the sandwiches included. Since we're all already here, why don't we enjoy a meal together?
文学さん？
Bookworm? Oh, she's crying. Tears well in Bookworm's eyes. She clutches a sandwich. Her lips tremble and her voice falters. Fights to keep herself from weeping.
文学さん、泣きたかったら泣いていいんだよ。
Bookworm, it's okay to cry if you want to, you know.
少女
Carl thought I had no right to cry.
泣く権利がないと。キュウリが嫌いだからといって魔界探偵がいくら作ってくれてもこのサンドイッチを食べなかった。一回もありがとうと
I hate
言えなか
cucumbers.
った。
I hate cucumbers. No matter how often Mystic Detective made them, I could never stand these sandwiches. I never even said thank you. That's sad. Bookworm strains to speak in her usual manner, struggling with all her might to narrate from an objective third-person perspective. Maybe all this is a coping mechanism for a girl who already lost her beloved family once. Seeing her desperation is heart-wrenching.
少女はお礼の一つも言えない。泣いたところで後悔の念しか湧き上がらない。 いいことなどない。だから少女少女
The girl never said thank you, not even once. As she sobs, she feels nothing but regret. It's also awful. The girl, she.
理屈なんて必要あるかバカ野郎。
Now it's not the time for logic, dumb numbnuts.
親父が死んだんだろ。そんなの悲しいに決まってるだろうが。泣いていいんだよ。大声でみっともなく涙を流しちゃいいんだ。
Look, your dad just died, yeah? So of course you're sad. Go ahead and cry. Open the dam and stop up a storm.
少女
The girl. Bookworm hides her face. She must understand this on a rational level. But it may be that her social awkwardness stops her from accepting the truth. I can sympathize given my own interpersonal ineptitude.
文学さん、今日だけは僕たちにだけは弱さを見せてもいいんじゃないかな。
Bookworm, just this once, it's okay to be vulnerable in front of
僕
us.
たちは君の味方だから。君の弱さを決して笑ったりしないし、懸念もしない。
We're on your side here. We won't laugh or talk about it behind your back.
中井さんも仲間のことは信頼していたよね。だから文学さんを信じてほしいんだ。僕たちのことを
Mystic trusts his companions, and so I think it'd be good for you to trust us too, Bookworm. Bookworm looks up, her gaze meeting mine, and tear escapes one of her eyes, running down her cheek as it stares at me.
少女
The girl, I.
私はちゃんとお父さんにお礼を言いたかった。もっと一緒にいたかった。もっとたくさんのこと教わりたかった。
I wish I could have told him thank you. I wish I could have spent more time with him. I wish I could have learned more from
お
him.
父さんごめんなさい。最後まで素直な娘になれなくてごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry for being such an awful daughter. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Instead of it, all the tears she bottled up had burst from her eyes at the same time. Bookworm sobbed unabashedly. It's shocking to see her like this compared to how stoic she usually looks. So I thought she'd been repressing these feelings this entire time. It's only natural. Detectives aren't perfect, flawless heroes after all. Like when Holmes the Mystic died or when Downton defected to the enemy, I remind once again that every team member is just a human being. She sat alongside Bookworm in silence until she finishes crying. We do this in hopes that tomorrow she'll be able to take her first steps going forward. We do this in order to support her forever or always. Was Posh.
そんな遠くから見守っていないで、家族さんも文学さんの牢屋に入ったらどう？
Posh just walking from deep, and so Doleful's there too.
心配だったんだよね、家族さん。この地下牢に入ってからずっと目で文学さんを追っていたし。
You were concerned too, weren't you? I noticed you keeping your eyes on Bookworm ever since we arrived here.
はあ、何を言っていますの？高貴な私が庶民の心配などするわけがありませんでしょ。
Pardon, just what are you insinuating? Why would I, a lady of society's uppermost strata, resort to this plight of being commoner?
私はただ足手まといのお子ちゃまがちゃんと吹っ切れられるかどうか様子を伺っていただけですわ。
Mary wished to observe whether or not that burdensome girl would be able to move past
そういう
this.
あなたの方こそ合流すればよろしいではありませんの？あなたの仲良しの庶民も一緒にいるのでしょ？
You ought to be joining them yourself rather than telling me to do so. Your fellow lowborns are waiting for you.
不幸を呼び込む僕にあの輪に入る資格なんてないよ。
All I do is bring misfortune wherever I go. There's no place for me in that circle.
僕さえいなければきっと魔界さんも死なずに済んだんだ。僕のこの体質はいつだって誰かを傷つける。誰かと一緒にいちゃいけないんだ。
If I wasn't here, Mystic would still be alive. My abilities always end up hurting someone else. I shouldn't even be allowed near other people.
そんなことはないでしょう。あなたの力のおかげで実際に私たちは助けられているのですし。
That's entirely untrue. Your abilities have been nothing short of invaluable to us.
ほら、やっぱり優しい。
Look at that. You really are kind.
家族さんは手を取り合える人だって信じてる。もし僕の身に何かが起こったら、
No, no,
僕の代わり
no.
に無能くんを助
Stop.
けてあげてね。
No, stop, Doleful. No. Don't say this, Doleful. Doleful. Doleful, don't say that. I mean, pissed if you die. Don't say that. I mean, really pissed. Posh, I know you're the kind of person who can work well with others. If something ever happens to me, help and competent on my behalf.
不吉なことを言うんじゃありませんわよ。私がいる以上、もう八つ崎公の好きにさせるものですか。
Oh, thank you not to speak such ominous things. Do you truly believe I allowed that so-called Duke to have his own way on my watch?
私が必ず八つ崎公を捕まえてみせますわ。
Mark my words, the one who apprehends the quartering Duke will be none other than me.
そんなに笑うと文学さんたちにバレちゃうよ。
You keep laughing like that, but according to us would notice us. Go. It is morning. Before I know it, the morning has come. I think this point I'm gonna save. And really, I actually, before I end this episode, I actually want to give my thoughts about the game in general, right? I really like and what I think what will happen, because I've been thinking last night after I got done playing that part end of chapter 2 going into this part. I really love this. I like the story right now, where it's going and everything else. I think initially at first I wasn't too particularly happy downtown being the culprit of those 22 detectives that got killed and killing Mystic. Basically changing her personality on a switch, which some people have, like, you can fake a personality outside. I understand that. It sucks that if this is I hope it doesn't, the pattern of it doesn't go like it always is going to be from chapter 2. Technically from chapter 1, because chapter 1, Senior Detective was like kind of closest person at that point to the group, and he dies. Ideal is the closest person that you had, she dies. Mystic, you can say Armor downtown were like closest to him, to Incompetent or Watto, because no, they're there. But you know, Mystic, you told Mystic that you can see Ideal or Holmes, whatever you want to call her, and he basically, I don't think he told Walter exactly told him the denouement. I think he summarized that he can actually see the denouement because we're having a doleful inside the trap room. So the fact that Mystic knew he dies downtown, one of the first people to make you kind of feel welcome to the group, she's the one that murdered Mystic. Now, if we go through the roster, right? I actually want to go through the roster. I'm gonna make a prediction, right? The prediction of Quartering Duke, right? If it's a character we already know is Quartering Duke, I believe Quartering Duke's either Workaholic or Posh. Because mainly, Workaholic, for a guy who's super, like, supposed to be super detailed and attention detail, he does nothing that's worth incredibly detailing. So that's why my first suspect is Workaholic. My second is on Posh, because she just doesn't seem like she somewhat cares and deep inside her, but I think she uses people. I think she would use any of us to get her way, which Quartering Duke, and the way it's inferred from Quartering Duke to Downtown is that he's used her and her personality against her, and that's why she joined him. So that's why Posh is actually a suspect. I mean, Renegade is right there. He's the easiest person to go for. So like when I looked in chapter selection, there are 6 chapters. So if Renegade did it's the corner duke, I'm not no one surprised. And that'll be a lame thing. Renegade detective is corner duke. Now, for some, there's only at least 6 more deaths, I believe, because if one detective dies, getting killed, and another detective is responsible for that person dying, we have what? Renegade's alive, Posh, Gourmet, Workaholic, Doleful, Techie, Bookworm, Rowdy, and then myself. There's 10. If 2 people die in chapter 3, 4, and 5, right? If 2 people die in each one, that is 6 people dying, 4 people left. So if we go by that route, I believe the last 4, if it's going conventional way of 4 people, I don't think there's gonna be a case of people dying in one area. That makes it 3 people alive still. Like in the Courting Duke, I feel like 4 is a good number. Of course, your character, I believe Renegade makes it to the end. I just think that Renegade makes it in the end. I think he makes it in the end. And in the final 4 people, it has to be the Courting Duke, if it's a detective. So I believe it's myself, Renegade, Posh, Workaholic, us 4 maybe. I think everyone dies or is a killer. Like I think Techie, someone offs Techie in this one. Is that or Techie is? It makes no sense why Techie would be a villain based on what he does. I don't think Techie. I think Techie dies. You know, it's a Posh or Workaholic. I think Bookworm substitutes that. So it's actually, I think it's Renegade, myself, Bookworm, and then I Workaholic and Posh. I think one of those 2. I think one of those 2 is dead, and one of the 2 could be a Courting Duke. I could be wrong, but I think everyone else. I think Armor. I think someone kills Armor, or maybe like it goes in the robot thing. That robot thing kills him. You know, if we go against a robot, someone's dying that robot. We're in cells. We can't do anything. I think Rowdy dies. I really think Gourmet is gonna be a killer. I think Doleful's also a killer too. I mean Doleful, yeah, I think Doleful's a killer, and so is Gourmet. And those 2 are definitely killers. I think either Workaholic or Posh are killers. If it's outside of those, like people we haven't met yet, I believe. Yeah, I'm not gonna read these yet. We're gonna go back to Dayless Night Incident, because according to Renegade, he thinks these two things connect in some way. Because we have Badak, who is actually agent number 1, right? He's agent 1. So he's actually ahead of Ideal in this area. So if there's any characters that are not that we're not going to meet throughout the game, and this is revealed, it's Badak. But I think it's our Workaholic or Posh, and one of those two make it to the end, and they reveal themselves as Courting Duke. If it's not them, it's Badak. And if it's anything else, I'd be surprised. I just think that anything else on this roster kind of makes no sense to me as to why, like, Doleful hates his life. I mean, sure, Doleful could be Courting Duke, but Techie, with the things that he has done already and how much he contributed to this point, that would make no sense for Techie. Armor's not the smartest person in the world, but again, don't know why he'd be Courting Duke. Rowdy, don't know why she would be, like, you know what I mean? Like a Renegade, Posh, Workaholic. I mean, Gourmet could be the Courting Duke too. But that's my reasoning what I have. So I think that's all I really have. Like I said, I want to make my thoughts about the game itself, right? I really like the game, and the investigation. Wrong. The problem is, investigation is so spread out that if you don't play this game like continuously every day, you're gonna forget how the investigation works, which is what happened to me. The first case, the chapter 1 and chapter 2, the investigation case were so far away from each other that at the end, so when you get to the investigation part of chapter 2, you forget certain things, what you can or can't do, and then you're throwing a random trap in there, and you're like, oh, you die if you go into it. So I don't know. That's me. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And peace.